What up? Happy Monday! Happy Monday! Happy Monday! I really want to put a video together that just is me, saying Happy Monday and singing and snapping and clapping. I bet you that'd be a pretty sweet video. Would you tune in? Let me know. All right, so happy Monday. It's your Monday market update. What's going on? Did you have a fabulous weekend? What did you do? Send me a message because I'm really curious, okay? I had a day of rest yesterday on Sunday. It was amazing. Holy moly. After a super busy, long week last week, Sunday was needed. I did still clean the house, which was fabulous too, and we meal prepped and still got stuff done. But I got to focus on me and the family. So, yay! What are we talking about today? We're going to talk about the interest rates, the Fed meeting that's happening this week, inflation and unemployment trends. Are you so excited? So I want to share some updates on the economy because it's super important for real estate. So if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, it's important to know what's going on, right? So the Federal Reserve has its big meeting this week, and what they decide could affect interest rates, unemployment, and the housing market overall. So let's dive in. First up, let's talk about the interest rates. So over the last year, we've seen the Fed steadily increase rates to tackle inflation. But here's some good news. Over the past 3 months, inflation has been trending downward. Yeah. That's a big deal because if inflation continues to cool, the Fed may decide to hold off on raising rates further. That would be amazing. Now, it's not guaranteed, but while a drop in inflation is a positive sign, the Fed is also watching other factors like the strength of the job market and the overall economic growth. So they're trying to strike a balance between keeping inflation in check and not hurting the economy by raising rates too fast or too much. Let's talk about unemployment. Recently, the unemployment rate has actually decreased, which is a key indicator that the job market is still strong. It went down slightly from 4.3% in July to 4.2% in August. This is higher than the 3.8% unemployment rate in August 2023, but still below the long-term average of 5.69%. In fact, the most recent data shows unemployment hovering around 3.8%, which is historically low. For context, this is close to what economists consider full employment, meaning most people who want a job can find one, which is great. A strong market usually signals a healthy economy, which could give the Feds more room to focus on keeping inflation under control, yes, rather than worrying about job losses. So when unemployment is low, people tend to spend more, which is great for the economy, but it can also lead to inflation if demand outspaces supply. So that's why the Fed keeps such a close eye on both. But the real question is, will the recent drop in inflation be enough for them to hit the pause button? With inflation trending down, but still not where the Feds want it, they're walking a fine line here. This upcoming meeting is super important. It could give us clues about whether they'll ease up on the rate hikes or continue tightening to keep inflation under control. So what does this mean for you? Well, if the Feds hold interest rates steady or even lowers them in the future, it could mean better mortgage rates. That directly impacts your buying power as a homeowner. But if unemployment starts to rise, we could also see a slowdown in the economy, which could affect home prices and demand. What's the key takeaway to all of this? Stay informed and be flexible with your plans. A lot can change depending on what the Feds decide to do this week, okay? And I'm here to navigate that. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an experienced investor, if you're interested in selling and then buying that next property, understanding how these economic trends impacts the housing market can help you make the best decisions. So some insights on what's going on in our local market here. Submitting offers last week for a client in Lake Forest Park. Lake Forest Park is a small town in King County, cute town, located northeast of Seattle at the northern tip of Lake Washington. It's known for its green landscape of hidden homes. And they have beautiful views of Lake Washington. You should check it out. There's a site, www.cityoflfp.gov. For more information, there's a lot of information there. It talks about Lake Forest Park. So if you live in Lake Forest Park, there's some parts of Lake Forest Park that have rights to the Civic Club. You can play, swim, and enjoy the beach. Yes! Love me a good beach day. Okay, so here's what happened while writing offers. So there were 5 offers received on the house. We were in second place. Not going to get you the house, unfortunately. There was an inspection contingency. They put 4 days, we put 5. Earnest money and close date, we were basically the same. We escalated the winning offer to $865,000. They had strong increments of $15,000. Ours was close to that as well. But what they did was they waived financing, but they didn't waive appraisal. They increased the down payment of $50,000 to cover the difference if needed. But waiving the financing there, that was huge for the seller. Obviously, they got more money for the house, and they don't have the risk of the seller or the buyer backing out of the contract because of financing. If they do, the seller can potentially keep their earnest money. So if you get a pre-underwritten approval, guess what? You can waive financing and feel comfortable about it. Questions about this? Let's chat. I know how to structure a winning offer. My client wasn't comfortable with going above a certain price, and that's okay. If you're okay with not getting the house, and we've talked about it, they were. So now we move on and we put offers on other houses, and we'll get those accepted, right? Yay! Thanks for tuning in. So make sure that you like and subscribe for more updates on the real estate market and economic trends, okay? And sometimes I don't say the words the right way, and that's fine because it's real life. After the Fed's meeting, which is just around the corner here, tomorrow and Wednesday, I'll be back with more insights on what it means for interest rates, inflation, and the housing market. Yeah! And as always, if you need any personal, I don't want to say personal advice, but personalized advice when it comes to real estate. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I do think that we're a therapist from time to time too. We get a lot of titles as real estate agents. So technically, yes, I could give you some personal advice if you need it. I'm here to help you as a friend as well. I'm also here to help you with navigate the changes in the market. You guys are fabulous. I hope you have a wonderful day, an even better week, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.